Hey, thank you for clicking on the video and visiting the channels here. Today, myself and Halo Drama.
What up, y'all?
We're going to have a conversation that will clear things up, you see, because there is a big misconception in the universe of Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, huge. Like, no one talks about it for real. But we are going to have a conversation today that will prove to you that Goku never actually beat Vegeta.
Not even fucking once.
Not even one. I know that Vegeta himself thinks differently, but no. This conversation will prove to you that Vegeta is undefeated against Goku.
3-0. And we're definitely gonna point all that shit out. I'm here representing my channel, Halo Drama 4247. Obviously, I'm joined with my man here, D Square, host of the Omega Level Nerds podcast.
Indubitably. So, yes, as he said. So, let's go to where it all started. The first encounter, the first battle between Vegeta and Goku. We'll start there.
Which is still to this day one of my favorite fights out of all the series. Between Dragon Ball, Z, Super, GT, if you want to talk about that, but we're not going to talk about that. Still, even without the transformations or anything like that, still flat out one of the best fights in the whole series. It's hard to top it. Even with the transformations, it's hard to top that fight.
Yeah, for real. So, really, the first thing that I'm going to point out about this fight is that this was not one-on-one. Okay?
No.
It was not one-on-one. So there's kind of the first bullet point. In their first encounter, it's not actually Goku versus Vegeta. It's Goku trying to stop Vegeta from getting the Dragon Balls, destroying the planet, what have you. So, people say, Goku needed to use the Kaioken times 10, with the Kamehameha to beat Vegeta. And so what they're talking about there, of course, is Vegeta and Goku do have an epic beam battle, Gallic Gun versus Kamehameha. So, I mean, did it kill Vegeta, Halo, when Goku hit him with it?
No. Didn't even put him down. Didn't knock him out. He wasn't unconscious. Nothing. He was still up ready to get some fucking work. Goku, on the other... sorry if I interrupted you. Goku, on the other hand, his body was ravaged. Now, whether or not Vegeta knew this, because I don't know if you were going to point this out, if it's too soon to point this out, either way we're going back and forth with takes on it or whatnot. Even if Vegeta had not transformed into the Uzuru, I'm pretty sure Vegeta still would have whooped Goku's ass. Because, again, they did the beam struggle, and afterwards, as you saw, and it's like this in the manga too, Goku's body is ravaged. This dude can barely move. He saw Yajirobe slapped him on the shoulder and about dropped his ass. Vegeta would have beat Goku anyway. Vegeta chose to transform. Maybe Vegeta didn't know or realize that Goku was fucked up, like his body was ravaged. He had pretty much maxed himself out.
Yeah.
Now, if Vegeta had been able to sense energy at that time, he would have known that. But he didn't know how to do that.
He didn't know how to do that
yet.
Yeah.
Right. But in any event, like you were saying, it was not a one-on-one fight at all. Had it been a one-on-one fight, a straight one-on-one fight to the end, one of two things would have happened. Goku would have gotten his ass whooped, or it would have been written differently.
Yeah. Yeah.
And to basically, use a wrestling term, to put Goku over.
Exactly.
But again, like you said, it wasn't a one-on-one fight. Don't get me wrong. Had Gohan and Krillin not come back to join the fight, Yajirobe wasn't going to do shit. He would have just been there. He wasn't going to jump in like all like that, they had him distracted.
Right. He would have hung back.
Right. Yeah, he wouldn't have known what to do. He probably would have bounced because he's scary as fuck. But yeah, like you were saying, and like it should be well known and well documented to everybody, anybody who has actually watched it, paid attention. Because don't get me wrong, Toriyama puts a lot of loopholes and unexplained stuff in his show. Sometimes you got to catch that stuff for yourself, or sometimes somebody will tell you, and you're like, "Oh shit, I didn't think of it that way." But think of it this way: Vegeta is 3-0 against Goku. We only just covered the first one.
Yep.
The first time Vegeta beat him.
Yeah, I mean, and not to mention Goku got to train with King Kai in preparation, and in some of things, Goku could not stand the fuck up.
Right.
Vegeta could at least crawl to the Saiyan space pod. So if we judge this one by last man standing, although Vegeta may not have stood, he certainly got higher off the ground than Goku could get.
Yeah, he could still move. He could have crawled to Goku and pinched him if he fucking felt like it. Goku wouldn't have been able to do shit about it. Goku was through.
You almost wish Krillin, would have swung the sword, because he wouldn't have killed Vegeta, and that probably would have pissed Vegeta off enough to be like, "Oh, motherfucker," and just kill everybody with his last ounce of strength.
What? Well, I don't know about that one, because I think at that point Vegeta was spent. He got crushed by Gohan.
Sure. Yeah, no, that's legit. But nonetheless, in the first fight of Goku versus Vegeta is getting the W. Goku gets that L. That's just facts.
That's definitely flat out what happened. Argue if you want to, Osmosis.
Right. All right, so bout number 2 in this Goku versus Vegeta fight, discussion here, of course, happens during the Buu Saga.
Yeah.
When Vegeta gets whiff of the fact that when Babidi uses his powers on somebody, that it actually enhances their strength. So he lets himself become possessed, controlled. He's not really controlled, though, but he lets Babidi do his Majin thing to him, hence why the Majin Vegeta, and decides, okay, this is when I'm going to fight Goku. And again, the L goes to Goku on this one. Because, does. I mean, straight, he's knocked out. Vegeta knocked him out. There's some counterpoints to this, obviously, but they're really not relevant.
Not at all.
Okay, so you could say, well, Goku turned his head because, they sensed Buu powering up. Vegeta took advantage of that and knocked him out.
And
right before this happens, like, Goku should know better with Vegeta in general.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
But moments before this, Vegeta just murdered a bunch of people. Like...
right in front of his face, too.
Right.
Like, do something, bitch.
So, yeah, Goku, it's fucking on. Like, Vegeta is out for blood, yours in particular.
Right.
I don't have much else to say about that one myself. That's straight, that's a straight L for Goku.
Yeah, to me, it's pretty cut and dry that Vegeta flat out won that fight. Yes, at the end, they, like you said, they sensed Buu. Was like, hold on, let's put this on the side, and then we'll finish this later. But here's the thing: Vegeta knew that Goku didn't really have a later.
Mm-hmm.
Goku was gonna go back to the other world at some point.
Right.
So Vegeta needed to do this now, and Vegeta knew that. And not to mention, come on, Goku. At this point in the story, yeah, Vegeta's kind of a changed man and all that stuff, but dude, he's still Vegeta. You turned your back on him in the middle of a life and death fight, and he knocked you the fuck out for it. Right. You lost. Now, before anybody comes up talking about what if scenarios, because I always hear a lot of what if scenarios. But what if scenario? But what if Goku would have went Super Saiyan 3? But guess what? He fucking didn't.
He did not. Nope.
He didn't. Trying to spare Vegeta's feelings and, all that stuff because he knew how Vegeta would feel about it. Vegeta didn't give a fuck about your feelings. That's why he knocked you out, and that's how he became 2-0 on your ass, Goku.
That's right. That's right. 2
Straight up.
and 0. 2 W's for Vegeta. 0 W's for Goku. All right. So, yeah, I mean, that's just, there's no clear evidence, ladies and gentlemen. These are facts. We're just talking facts here.
Flat the fuck out. Because if you want to argue, we can argue about it. Don't get me wrong. Go ahead and comment. I comment back. I'm a Dragon Ball connoisseur. I'm ready for these comments. But just know that my only real answer is going to be, what show were you watching?
Indeed.
Yeah, if there's an argument to be made, it's that you weren't watching the same show that I was watching. Because if you were paying attention. We just discussed Vegeta's 2-0. That's flat out what happened. Flat out what happened.
Straight up. So, the last match between these two that we're going to talk about, because it's the last one that happened. Go ahead.
Now, this may or may not be a spoiler for those who haven't seen it. So
good
just
call.
Be warned of that.
Yeah.
Just be warned of that.
Yeah, good call. Spoilers ahead for Dragon Ball Superheroes. So, if you've watched it, you know this. If not, then know this. It does not feature a lot of Goku and Vegeta.
Also, counterpoint, sorry to interrupt you.
Mm-hmm.
If you watched it, I hope you've watched Marvel movies before. Because if you watched it and you stopped watching when the credits started rolling, you didn't see the end of the movie.
True. Very true. Because a lot of what we'll reference.
There's definitely a post-credit screen, and because D-Square got me through the Marvel Universe, I started doing that with damn near every movie now. Just in case.
Yep. Yeah, we will. Me and the wife or kids or whatever, we'll be in a theater for a non-Marvel movie. We'll just sit there along with everybody else in the theater.
Right.
And it's fucking Marvel's fault for sure.
Right.
But yeah. So, so again, Vegeta and Goku, not in that movie a lot. Now, me and Halo agree in the fact that the reason they're not in the movie, because if they're in the movie, there's no movie.
Flat out.
Cell Max done within, seconds. Again, something that you may disagree with, let me know down in the comments, because I do see some ridiculousness online about Gohan Beast form would somehow beat Jiren and be on par, if not better than, Ultra Ego, Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, please stop all that madness, please. I've even seen polls talking about, do you think Gohan can stand up to Beerus now? Absolutely not.
Yeah, absolutely not.
I don't even know why that's even a question. Like he said, Goku and Vegeta weren't featured in the movie very much. More or less, they had to be shown just to be, I guess, part of the movie, part of the previews. For those who didn't know the story, so they're in the previews. They're like, "Oh shit, they're gonna get it on." They're really not, though.
Nope.
They're training on they're training on Beerus's planet, and they have Broly with it. That's pretty much what they're doing in the movie. The little cuts where they do show them, they're just training. They have nothing to do with the main story, the main battle, any of that. Because, like he said, and I can 1000% agree with that. That's why they weren't in the main battle, because like he said, and I agree with, if they were in the main battle, there wouldn't have been a main battle.
Yeah, dunzo, super quick.
Right.
But
Goku and or Vegeta would have massacred that Cell Max.
Yeah.
And like you said, there wouldn't have been a movie. They may have not even gotten to the Cell Max because they'd have took off the Gammas.
Right. Quick.
Goku may have showed some remorse to him, but Vegeta wouldn't have.
Not at all.
Vegeta would have just looked at them like they're just more androids. They gotta go.
So
I'm sorry,
no, it's what we're here for. So even though they're in this movie in a limited capacity, what we do see is, like you said, they're training with Whis, with Broly. Again, the funny part where like Broly's starting to to go off, and we've only seen no sub, no dub. I haven't seen superhero English dub, but just even in full, even in full Japanese though, you can tell that Goku's just like, you need to chill the fuck out, or Beerus.
Right. Broly was about to go off, and Goku was like, whoa, not here. We're not just anywhere. We're on Beerus' planet, dude. You go off like that, he's going to go the fuck off on us.
Yeah. I love that.
Almost like some kids with some strict parents, like, whoa, you're going to get me in fucking trouble. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, no. We can't do that here. No. Wait till I go to work.
Right.
But nonetheless, in those snippets, we do see that Goku and Vegeta have decided to spar, fight, what have you, but not using any sort of transformation, just base level Vegeta, base level Goku. Nope, none of that. That's just base level. Gonna go. Let's see who wins.
And quick counterpoint. I'm sorry.
Nope.
If you've seen the video that we've done, it's up on the Omega Level Nerds podcast YouTube channel that we did our review on Dragon Ball Super, no sub, no dub. So we were just going off what we thought happened or whatnot. You'll notice that Goku and Vegeta are fighting in their base form. That's a nod to Dragon Ball Super. When Whis was training them, he told them to train in their base form. Mm-hmm. Because the stronger you are in your base form, which makes perfect sense, the stronger you are in your base form, the stronger your transformations are going to be.
Yeah, they're all multipliers.
Right, so that's a point that they're training, I should say, with Whis in their base form. And I just, I know it's a Dragon Ball Super movie, but that's a nod to the actual series.
Yeah, for sure. So you mentioned that there is an end credit scene to wait for. Marvel, and it shows that the end of the sparring match, and so Halo Drama, take it away. How does that conclude?
You can definitely tell that they had been fighting for a minute. You can see they're both body ravaged. They're bruised up. They're fucked up. But Vegeta gets that last hit in. Goku drops and admits out of his own mouth, Vegeta, you win.
Yep.
You beat me. Was Goku fucking with him or anything like that? That's yet to be seen, yet to be told. Because remember, they were fighting with no transformations. They were just fighting in their base forms.
Right.
Vegeta got that last hit in. Goku dropped. Goku himself proclaimed that Vegeta beat him. Vegeta did his, I finally beat Kakarot, which, come on, dude, think about it. You've already beaten him twice.
Right. As we proved.
Like, Vegeta, are we doing the thinking for you? But anyway, yep, he's like, I finally beat Kakarot, and then he falls out. But either way you look at it, that is a triple. That is three W's for Vegeta.
That's right.
It's 3-0 on Goku. Proven, flat out. Argue, fight me. I'm ready. Let's go.
I mean, we are not extrapolating. We are only pontificating facts. That's it. Vegeta, 3-0. Princess Saiyans, bitch.
3-0. Straight out. The prince, boy, of all Saiyans. You dig? Technically the king.
Yeah.
I feel like I've always felt like maybe he didn't call himself that because it wasn't rightfully passed to him like it should have been.
Nor is the planet in existence anymore. So I always thought that. But
still some Saiyans alive, and technically, in a technical bloodline sense, you are their king.
Yep.
Well, it doesn't really matter how they feel about it.
Right.
That's blood.
And
that's just how it is.
And he is the strongest one. Well, I guess you could. Well, Broly is Broly, but he's just fucking crazy.
But like you said, post-credit scene of the Dragon Ball Super superhero movie, Vegeta took his throne.
Right.
If he didn't take it over everybody in the universe, He definitely took it over Goku when he beat him for the third time. The third time.
There you go. Undefeated.
That shit happened. And Toriyama had his pin on that, so that's canon. 3 times. Put it in the record book 3 times.
So, what counter arguments do you have? I know there's got to be some out there.
Oh,
the what ifs,
sure.
the whatnots, but hey, let us know down in the comments. Like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this discussion. There will certainly be more to come. Thank you all very much again for clicking on the video. Again, here to prove and celebrate the fact that my favorite DBZ character, Halo's favorite DBZ character, is 3-0 against the mighty Goku.
Definitely is.
Have a good one.